Okay, welcome to the Transforming Your Life workshop. My name is Share-Rel. I am personal development life coach. I am here to help women with their personal development skills that they need to help them get out of the place that they're at in their mind, in their thinking, to help transform them to where they want to be, or at least to get them on that road. I am doing a 4-part workshop. I'm doing part 1 of transforming my life, your life. And as I said, I'm a personal development strategist, mentor, and coach, and I help women get their businesses started. But first, we have to get the mind right, and we have to get the ideas out there flowing, and we want to make sure that you can get to that point where you want to be and that you can keep moving forward even in the face of adversity. Because sometimes, many times, most of the time, we stop when things get hard. We stop when adversity comes and people tell us we can't do it or anything like that. And as a personal development strategist, I have to meet you where you are and help take you away from that, out of that, take you further than that to where you're unstoppable, where you normally would give up, but you don't give up and you keep going. And I'm going to be there with you along the way. The stress and the all of that. No, this is not going to be one of those easy tasks that I'm going to carry you through. I'm going to be helping you and holding your hand as you carry yourself through. And most of the things that I tell you, you already know. I'm just here to bring them back to the front of your mind so that you can go on and live that life that you want. You can build your own career and position that you want, and you can do things on your term, because this is 2020 and this is what it has taken us to. As I say, you can listen to me because I have put in the hard work myself to develop myself mentally and take myself out of those situations where I would normally give up and keep going. And out of it, I graduated with a business degree from the community college, and then I got a bachelor's degree in leadership from the University of Maryland University College, now known Global Campus. I believe I was the first class of Global Campus and last class of University of Maryland to graduate together at the end of 2019. So this is really a great time to start with those ideas, and I am here to help get you started. So as I'm here on as you see me here on this video, I am recording the presentation on my computer, and I am going to do that manually, and I have invited you to be here with me as I do that. So, welcome to the Transforming Your Life workshop. Have you ever wondered whether finding meaning in life is actually important, or is it just something made up by people? Maybe you get the sense that you should be further along in life, yet experience an overwhelming sense that you'll never get anywhere from where you are now. If you've ever wondered whether personal development works, well, it does. To lead a content and successful life, it is imperative to find meaning in your life. That is something that distinguishes you from others. The meaning you find in your life may not be the same as to those around you, but that is fine because your distinct meaning is what sets you apart. Once you find the meaning in your life, it can become the best of your being. In addition to that, you'll be able to polish your personality. So what is life purpose? Most people have no idea what they like to pursue or do with their lives. And it's not just the high school graduates full of aspiring, wonderful dreams. In fact, it's most adults. Even after finishing school, getting a job, and making steady money, there's still room for clearly defining what their life purpose is. In fact, it's a conflict that often begins in adult life. Seemingly simple questions like, what do I want to do with my life? What am I passionate about? How can I make my life better? Are all questions that pop into the adult minds looking for ways to identify what they would like to do with their lives. In other words, they still haven't been able to identify their life purpose, but is this really as complicated as it seems? Well, yes and no. To put it simply, everyone exists on earth for an unspecified duration of time. People do different things during that time, with some being important and others not so much important. Among these things, it's important things which gives life its meaning in a sense of fulfillment. The unimportant ones are just a way to kill time. To make matters a little bit more complicated, ignorance towards their true selves is something that most people live in for a long time. They set up their lives based on others' expectation norms, and in doing so, may never be able to discover their true selves. Others who set out on the path to self-discovery to find out the journey is neither easy nor pleasant. In fact, there are plenty of hurdles along the way. When you set out to find your true life purpose, it means that you hold yourself and your set of beliefs and values, your likes and interests as a top priority. You look for things that make you truly happy or rather fulfilled. This also means that on the way, you're going to displease others since you no longer want to live your life by their dictates. And yes, this journey can include confusion, conflict, some fear, and quite a bit of misunderstanding, and a lot of doubt along the way. But last but not least, it also involves revisiting many choices that you have made in life earlier. Think of it as a spring cleaning of the mind that will ultimately lead you to life's true purpose. So, what really is life purpose? Life purpose is a lot of things, but foremost, it's the first step in living your life the most conscious way. Here's one way to look at it. You may be very busy with a lot of chores and tasks every day, but if you do not have a purpose intended for those tasks, then every effort you make in every little and will mean very little in the end. So basically, the end goal may have nothing to do with your purpose. That means that you could pursue your goals for the next so many years and then come to realize that this isn't what you wanted in the first place. On the contrary, if you have a life purpose, then that's how you learn to lead a conscious life. Your efforts get directed towards something you enjoy every minute of it. And although it doesn't imply that your problems disappear, at least you know why you're trying to find a way around those problems. You also know that you've discovered your life purpose when you feel energized in all your endeavors. You no longer dread the daily grind, but are eager to get your day started and get as much done as you possibly can. So, how do you measure life purpose? There can be a few detriments in this regard. For starters, there's making sacrifices. Achieving anything that's worth achieving involves sacrifices. Everything comes at a cost, and very few things are uplifting or pleasurable all of the time. The question that arises here is what sacrifice or struggle are you really ready to tolerate or make? If you find yourself giving into the slightest chance of pressure, then obviously this is not your life purpose. But if you're willing to ride through the rough patches and stick with it no matter what, then you'll be onto something. This is because what ultimately determines your ability to commit on something shows how much you care about that thing and how much it means to you. For instance, if you wish to become a successful entrepreneur but aren't good at handling failure, then you're not going to get very far. Or if you say your dream is to become a professional artist, but you don't like to see your work criticized or rejected, then there's not much in it for you. But if the same purposes keeps you going despite unpleasant experiences, staying awake long nights and riding out the bad days, then you may have just discovered what you're really cut out for. You can also determine if you found your life purpose, if you find a sheer joy in doing something now that you also enjoyed as a child. Say you enjoyed writing as a child and only rediscovered the same joy of writing later in life. A lot of people times tend to lose touch with what they loved when they were younger. Oftentimes, it has a lot to do with the social pressure of adolescent or the professional pressure of young adulthood, which wrings the passion out of people. Instead, what remains behind the lesson is that only reason to do anything is if there's a tangible reward for it. But if you can look beyond the physical reward for something you learn to enjoy and experience instead, it could be your true calling. So enjoying the experience is important. So, vulnerability can also often point you into the direction of your real passion. If you're passionate about something, then you risk making mistakes to improve yourself. Making mistakes leads to embarrassment, and if becoming embarrassed stops you from doing something that you really want to do, then you should rethink your life purpose. Your real life purpose won't let you care about getting embarrassed. It won't concern itself with other thinks of you, but urge you to pursue instead. When people feel like they've got no sense of direction or any purpose in life, it's because they don't know what's important to them. And when you don't know what's important to you, then you are taking on other people's values and following their priorities instead of your own. This is exactly what the program aims to correct so that you can live your own life based on what's important to you and not what others think is good for you. So, this is module one. I'm getting ready to start. That was the introduction. So, module one covers the importance of finding meaning in life and why is it hard to find life purpose. Module 2 covers happiness versus fulfillment and steering clear of a false purpose. Module 3 covers the importance of defining your life and how to find the purpose and passion. Module 4, transitioning your life purpose and your next steps. So, welcome to Module 1, transforming your life. The importance of finding meaning in life.